After a long Vermont winter and a seemingly even longer quarantine, things finally began to open up and we were once again able to hitch up the Luv Sub and do some adventuring.
After completing our light check and other preparations, we were ready to go. We were being very careful as we pulled out onto our road because our road had not received its spring grading yet, so we wanted to make sure that the Luv Sub didn't get too shaken up.
Well, we are on the road again.
Yes, finally!
It's been, like for everyone else out there, we know it's not us, it's everyone who's been restricted in travel. Right.
We're still stuck in Vermont because if we go out of the state for any length of time, we would have to quarantine for 14 days.
Correct. So we are sticking to a local campground. We met them last year, Country Village Campground, for our Canadian Thanksgiving rally. And if you want to check out that video, it's up here. That
was a lot of fun.
But they were the nicest people ever, so we wanted to kind of
support them.
Because he can only rent out legally 4 transient sites because he's got a number of permanent sites. And there's a whole formula in Vermont where a number of permanent sites, number of transients, and he can only do 25% of his full-time transient sites and
all sorts of stuff.
So it's a lot of difficulty. But we're going to take you along to see how camping's a little bit different here in the post-COVID-19, or I'm not sure if it's post-COVID. I still think we're in it.
We're still in it.
But some of the differences and changes, and it just feels good to be out. We were so happy last night.
We are ready to go.
Absolutely.
The beautiful scenery of Vermont.
Alright, so what's the first step? We're going to see
if we're level side to side. We could. I don't even think a board would help.
That's pretty level.
That's pretty good, right?
Alright, good job, C.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys know I'm a big fan of the Hughes Autoformer. And if you've not checked out that video on the Hughes Autoformer, what it is and how it works, you can click up here somewhere.
You never really thought about the cord length, right?
Right, but we run into our first problem of the season because,
didn't quite reach.
That ain't gonna work. So when that happens,
and you can't use a extension cord, right?
Nope. When that happens, we're gonna load up our Hughes 30 amp Power Watchdog.
Well, it's good to have a backup, right?
It's always good to have a backup.
So COVID has brought about a couple changes in our campground setup. It's not uncommon to see masks drying out, and we also had to conform to the local social distancing rules.
You can see here, this is the form that we had to fill out for the Vermont Department of Health, signifying that we met all the requirements, and also some new rules, like you can't throw your masks into the campfire. Yeah, literally this is one of my favorite things on the planet. We get the little smoky Weber, kind of grilling some lamb. We got Cindy over there adding to our list of things that we need that we forgot or added, like a pastry brush. We need a pastry brush. You can't camp without a pastry brush. So that's been added. Yeah, black pepper is kind of a miss, but yeah, so you can see it's a beautiful night. Look at some of those cumulus clouds up there.
Moon's gonna be fuller than full tonight, right?
Yep, so hopefully we'll take out the telescope, check out the moon. Even though they say full moon's not a great time to look out the telescope, it's still fun. But yeah, look at that little Weber. Oh, dog. The day ended perfectly with a nice glass of wine, a wonderful campfire, and thoughts of getting out and where we're going to next. Sometimes it just doesn't get any better than this.
Our mornings start with a fresh pot of coffee, and then we're off to explore.
All right, well, good morning. We have woken up and we are in Brandon, Vermont.
We are finally out with the Luv Sub.
Yes. And you can see here, if you look, let's kind of pan around this way. Kind of see that big fifth wheel there? The campers are slowly starting to get out. Vermont today opened up to 50% occupancy at their campgrounds. And so...
Today they did?
Today they did, yep.
Really? Wow.
So they can open up to 50%. But Brandon is your typically classic, cute little Vermont town. We're here in the town square. You kind of see some of the...
They just redid this.
Yeah, this was like the Little Dig.
Yeah.
Kind of like Boston, but just a little bit smaller. It's just a beautiful little town square. But we are here, and really the one reason we came to this place, this campground, aside from being just a nice campground, was it has a restaurant that I think had the best sandwich I ever had in my life. And it's called Le Provence, I think?
Café Provence.
Café Provence. Café Provence. And so we're gonna hit that. For lunch, it'll be our first time going to a sit-down restaurant.
It's outdoor dining.
Yep, in months. So we're really looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and hit Café Provence.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I got the Vermont Turkey BLT with a cranberry aioli and some Vermont cheddar cheese.
Fantastic. Local beer.
And I am pairing that with a Foley Brothers from Brandon, Vermont, also IPA. Very good. We'll see how this tastes in just a second.
So I got the lobster roll. Looks like a cold lobster roll with side salad and a side potato salad with shredded carrot on top, paired with an iced tea.
Okay, so the reason we came here is that last year I had what I think was the best sandwich of my entire life here. And I think it was an eggplant something or other. We didn't see it on the menu this time, but we got the turkey BLT, so let's go ahead and see how it tastes.
Looks like a large portion.
It's quite delicious.
So what's in there?
Excellent. You know, the baguette is a great roll for this. And you get the Vermont bacon and the cheddar and that aioli. So looks like some, what is this? Roasted red pepper. This is a great sandwich.
Excellent. How are the fries?
I don't know.
I thought the fries tasted pretty good.
Yeah, somebody's already sampled them.
Nice and crispy.
Good start, good sandwich.
Excellent. So we're gonna try out this lobster roll. First comment is, looks like it's going to be a slightly messy experience, but we'll see how it goes.
I wrote them in my
I think the messiness came true.
It did come true.
Maybe not Lauren.
And that bite I did not get a lot of lobster, sort of sitting there in the middle. The lobster's good. Maybe a bit heavier on the mayonnaise for my taste. Let's try this potato salad. It's good potato salad, but again, heavy on the mayonnaise, I think.
Okay.
But for both.
All right, well, there's the review initially. All right, see, how was lunch?
Lunch was good. I enjoyed it.
I think you kind of said that maybe lobster rolls should be left to Maine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite lobster roll of all time.
It was kind of too chic, maybe, huh?
Maybe it was, yeah, it was more like a lobster salad, I think.
Yeah, but it was good nonetheless. And
Yep.
my sandwich probably wasn't the best sandwich I'd ever had in my life like last time, but it was stinking good.
Yeah, and we still have some leftovers, so we'll have those for tomorrow.
It's always a good way to do it.
Yeah. We're at a little place that's north of our campground that we pass every time we go to Burlington. And this is a little piece of Americana that we just love, and it's the giant gorilla holding up the Volkswagen.
Right, so if you saw our channel trailer, we love Americana.
Got a COVID mask on.
Yep. So this was built in 1987 for a car dealership, and you can actually sit in it, but it's looking a little dicey, so I don't think we will. But we just love checking out some of these roadside Americana, don't we?
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun.
You know, they say that you could sit on it, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not one of those Instagrammers. All it would take, it would be for this to fall over.
Yeah, it's looking a little dicey.
Or if I break the hand or something like that. So
we're not one of those dumb Instagrammers that we can't stand. We're not going to do
anything like that. So
Volkswagen's looking a little dicey too.
We're just going to enjoy it as it is.
Yep, which is how it should be with Instagram. For those of you that have watched a lot of our videos and think that, wow, they're pretty organized, they kind of know what they're doing, this is real camping, and sometimes we make mistakes too. So we've got a whole chicken for cooking tonight, but after careful measurements, we're realizing that chicken ain't gonna fit
on that grill.
On that grill.
Or in our Dutch oven.
Or, yeah, the original plan was a Dutch oven. So, we're gonna drink some beer, have some sharp implements, and spatchcock the chicken.
With a pair of scissors that was not meant for poultry. I've already made a poor attempt at spatchcocking it, so you can continue on my journey there, hopefully, with more success. And for those who don't know what spatchcocking means, that's just cutting out the spine of the chicken so that it can lay flat. Looks like you're doing a reasonably good job.
I would say we are. I think the beer helps.
Yeah.
Gives me superpowers.
Doesn't help today, it's pretty windy. That'll just get disposed of.
There's a backbone.
And you just lay it open flat, and voila. You know.
One spatchcock chicken. We're brining it in that.
Yep, you can put it back in there.
And that will be delicious.
Are we going to do it in the Dutch oven, or are we going to do it on the grill now?
We'll have to get the diameter of it. Probably the grill will be still better.
Okay.
Back into the brine she goes.
And back into the fridge. Good job.
All right, well, there you have it. Our shakedown cruise is in the books.
Right, and you can see our chicken looks pretty spectacular, right?
Yeah, I think it did turn out really, really good. Plus the mushy peas, I think, will be a nice accompaniment.
Exactly.
And you know, the shakedown cruise is funny because this was intended to point out all the stuff that didn't work or was broken. And typically with an Airstream, you put it away for the winter. Everything's working. You don't touch it. You bring it out. And so many things are broken and don't work.
Well, we had the reseal on the roof and stuff.
Right.
I mean, so we did have our own little issues, but I think everything was go on this trip.
Yeah, the fridge is working great, the furnace, the water heater, everything is functioning, so I think we're ready to get off here shortly.
It was just a matter of figuring out the things that we forgot.
Right, like your yoga clothes, the pastry brush.
Exactly.
Sharp knife to spatchcock the chicken so that I'm not using the scissors from my toolbox.
Albeit cleaned.
They were cleaned. But anyway, there you have it. If you like this video,
give us a big thumbs up.
Click to subscribe if you've not already done so.
And if you've gotten out so far this season, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear where you've gone.
Or like when you're getting out, because we're hoping another couple of weeks, maybe a week or so, and we're going to get out of here.
We're going to try, we're going to see what happens around June 15th, right?
Yep, absolutely. We come out with RV and Airstream related videos just like this every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.